Hi, I'm Nadia Dunn. Welcome to CCL TV and our More Than Packages platform. Joining me today at WMX Americas in Miami is the lovely Chad and Craig from BoxC. How are you both?
Doing well.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being here. How nice does it feel to be back face-to-face at a conference?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's much better to be, instead of seeing everyone on Zoom all
Yep.
the time. Now you can,
No masks, face-to-face,
Yes,
no
exactly.
Zoom calls.
Compared to 2 years ago, when right before the pandemic, and then to come and be able to see people, make exchanges, talk, and really catch up, compared to hundreds of conference calls, Zoom calls, as Chad mentioned, has been a great change.
Is this your first conference back since the pandemic?
No, we had several conferences at the end of last year, but this is the first one we've had here in 22 for Miami. So, yeah.
Excellent. Now, if you could just give me a brief outline of your roles and what your company does, that would be great.
Yeah, so I'm a chief digital officer and co-founder of BoxC. We're an e-commerce management platform, logistics platform, which handles everything that has to do with logistics internationally, cross-border. And then I'll let Craig introduce himself.
Yep. And my name's Craig Strickland. I'm the Chief Sales Officer for BoxC. And as Chad mentioned, we're really here to provide the capability to incorporate technology and labeling capability for customers that need to ship international cross-border shipment. So looking forward to working with the partners and the opportunities we've seen here so far. Yeah.
And what does it mean to be at an event like this for the company?
Especially an event like this, you get to meet a lot of your partners that you are working with already, plus meeting others, and there's a lot of synergy and new opportunities that can come up. I mean, and that's the beauty of being in person and seeing everyone rather than Zoom. Sometimes those that kismet or doesn't come off, happen. Mm-hmm. And when you're something like this, you're talking to people and it works great.
So what is the key takeaway that you're hoping to get from this event?
Yeah, I think mine would be the ability to really reconnect with the global industry and what we see across e-commerce and international shipping. And really, as Chad alluded to, I think the chance to really have those informal discussions and really see where companies have changed with the world, with the pandemic, and moving forward with COVID, and how e-commerce has just become so significant in so many people's lives.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just add real quickly, I think what's good about a show like this is, the big couriers around the world, the UPSs, the FedExes, all that, they have their situation. But I think at a show like this, it's nice to meet all these companies and the innovation that's coming out of here, and to really challenge the kind of the status quo in the world. And now we're together with all these companies, we can move forward and really make e-commerce work around the world.
And it's expanding and developing, right? Like even at this conference, there's more tech companies. It's everything is growing.
Absolutely. I mean, it's kind of an agile. It's when you get the young and scrappy startup companies that see there's about to be a better way, and and all the technology here and the companies, and there's a lot of these. Everyone can kind of work together. There's some competition, which is healthy, but at the same time, there's a complementary aspect to a lot of this. Everyone has their specialties, and you can kind of work together and be very successful.
Yeah, I think I would add to that the ability to see a common cause across organizations here that are looking for their niche and areas that they can excel in to really help drive e-commerce as we go forward, because the buying behavior has shifted so significantly and accelerated. What we thought was going to happen maybe 5-10 years out has now been compressed to 2 to 3 years. So we're seeing it come in droves of activity and levels of investment. So,
well, having seen that, how are people keeping up with it? How have technologies changed? What trends are you seeing?
Technology, I think it comes to, I think one thing we see more than anything is government customs agencies around the world trying to get a handle on this. It's really overwhelmed them, and so we're working with a lot of customs organizations around the world and providing them more data and more standardized data. So I think that's a lot of thing that's changing. It's kind of coming from the government side and the private side, it's kind of reacting to that. But that's been a big change, and especially with the pandemic and all that, it just changed everything, like Craig just said.
And I think from a customer perspective, I think a lot more clients are looking at how they can engage directly and taking more ownership of the process, to Chad's point about customs and duties and tariffs and what makes the nuances so specific for each individual country. Customers are really having to onboard and get into position quickly to be able to kind of ride this surge that we're seeing for e-commerce activity and shipments. So that's really changed compared to a couple of years ago.
And what about Brexit? Has that affected you guys?
Yes, it affected us.
Just a bit.
But we had great partners in the UK, and so we were able to adapt to that pretty quick. There was, at the stroke of midnight on, there was some challenges there and some confusion, but
of course there's going to be.
Yeah, but a lot of the some companies that are here we work with, partner with around the world, they made it a smooth transition.
And that's what this event is about, right? Networking and meeting those people and getting to know new customers to make our lives easier within the industry, right?
That's absolutely. That's the biggest thing about it kind of touches on together. We can, we all as companies can take on kind of the oligopoly of worldwide shipping and really innovate.
Well, it's so lovely to have you guys here. So thank you so much for joining me today. It's really lovely. Enjoy the rest of the conference. And thank you for watching CCL TV, brought to you by Aurora.